I'm gone.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
All right.
Find the perfect spot for all this.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it did, right?
Yeah.
That's some good jams back from 1985.
Mm-hmm.
All right, welcome to the Spearhead transmission. It's July 11th, 2017. Dude, do you ever just like pick random years that you want to say it is? Like you write down, you like sign in something like sign your name and date it, and then I'll like write 7/22/14, like it's 2014.
Yeah. Rolling back time.
Yeah, I don't know. I almost said 2014 there, but that's 2017. So, welcome to the show.
And the year now.
Yeah, 2017.
We have a special guest with us. He's got his own. Oh God, dude, those chips. So we've got Danger Russ in the house.
Hello, guys.
This is music. This is his own intro music. Will never be used again.
Dude,
it's like techno pimp music.
This music defines Danger Russ. I can see it. Did you make this?
Yeah. Well, Nora and I made it today.
I like them.
It's like Sanford and Son.
Yeah. It's all for you, Danger Russ.
Oh, thanks. I'm a
So.
junk dealer.
So all of our other in-house guests are going to be upset, namely Kaylin.
Beans and disease to you too. Kaylin's been invited to the show for 3 weeks straight and has yet to make it. It's
Wasn't he just on like 2 episodes ago?
He was.
But he was supposed to come back, right?
Yeah. Returned because you only get Kaylin a short time of the year. God, dude. That's so bad.
All right.
All right.
Do one and be done.
So mute your. And
I'm done.
Done. All right. We need to step up the energy here with this, guys.
I can't get into the email because I'm spelling everything. But www.
The wonderful World Wide Web.
So I was running today at lunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And taking, I got my new shoes. I got to give a shout out to Fleet Feet of Tulsa.
All right, so yeah, what's the deal? That we didn't discuss this on the last week. You did get new shoes.
Yeah.
You had new shoes before.
Okay, so I went and got fitted for shoes because everyone's like, "Have you ever been to a running store where they, size your feet?"
Sound like Kaylin. Was Kaylin telling you that?
Have you ever been to a running store? So
all right.
So I go in there, and I thought, I don't know. I just thought it was bogus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I spent I don't know how long trying to get shoes. I put on so many different pairs, and this entire time, my life, thought I wore a size 10.
You have
always made me think I had a
6
small
toes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he does. Size 10 means
People would ask me what size shoe
and you're
I wear.
embarrassed.
Yeah, and they're like, I say 10, and they're like, huh, got a small dick. Huh? So it reminded me of when
clown shoes.
Reminded me when I posted that picture of my dress shoes trying to figure out a time, and you're like, your feet are tiny. And I remember those shoes hurt my feet, and I was like, I just thought they were dress shoes, right?
Yeah, but see,
you do have tiny feet.
You've worn my flip flops before and fucked them all up because
that's because they were wet. But anyway, so turns out I wear 11 and a half. So this whole time I've been cramming my feet into a 10, which I don't know. I don't have 13s. Like
Russ is trying to size up our penises.
Dude,
he's looking at our feet.
My foot looks bigger than yours, and I don't wear 11 and a half.
And the shoe store lady said they're trained sandwich artists there.
Foot, though. Mine's longer.
So I go in there and get 11 and a halves, and they put me in these one shoes because they said I had a wide foot at one spot and a skinny heel. And,
no.
And a real high arch. So it's not good. It's an acute angulation, right? Anyway, so I take these shoes, and I think that was a Friday. So the Monday before the 4th, I went running, and I was just dying. I was like, shit, man, these insoles they gave me, I was going to have to get used to them, like the lady said, like, if the insoles are too hard, just pull them out and put the others in for a while and kind of put them back and forth till you get used to them. So I was like, dude, I'm dying.
Mm-hmm.
That may have been the day you and I ran, and you're like, hey, let's catch those people. Like, how the fuck can you run so, like, you haven't run in 6 months, and I can barely even keep up with you. So I was dying. So I went, and the next day I ran, I was like, I'm just picking this. I ran away. I never run before just to have something new because I was like, I can't think about how bad my legs hurt. And the outside of my legs were burning. My front of my calves, like, like shin splint starting was burning. Just dying. I mean, almost walked on a 2-mile run. And then I went back on another run and did that 2 loops around the pond over there. And I mean, I seriously was about to walk. I was like, what the hell? So I called that lady and like, how long is it going to take me to get used to these insoles? And she's like, it shouldn't feel like that. She's like, if you got time, bring them in. So I go back in, take my shoes with me that I've run in 3 or 4 times or whatever. And go in there, and they said they were talking. The shoe people were discussing my issues, right?
Yes.
And I told them what was happening, and they're like, "Here, your arch is so high that these shoes are adding to you, bowing your legs out or whatever. So you're fighting against that when you're running. That's why the outside of your legs are burning." So they gave me some other shoes for free. Gave me the discounted difference between the two because the new ones I got were cheaper, and I've been running in my new ones the last 2 days, and it's completely different. So the whole shoe thing is not bullshit like I thought.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I was like,
people aren't podiatrists.
All right.
So
okay.
I don't think so. I don't think you have to be.
They just take that metal slide gauge thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
The same guy at J.C. Penney's.
Yeah. Right.
Al Bundy.
Yeah. Okay.
I sell shoes, pig.
All right. So you went and got new shoes, and now it like going into getting new shoes, did you have these expectations of like, yeah, I'm going to be able to run better, right? Like it's going to help me to run faster or whatever, right? Like I'm going to be more comfortable, less pain, right? I get the same thing about pretty much anything, like, and I got to stop myself. Like I'll be like, oh, this new whatever for my rifle is I'm going to be so much better off, right? Or this, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but like I get excited about like new technology, and it doesn't end up helping me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my shoes feel good, but I thought the same thing. Like, I bet I run faster, or I bet my hip quits hurting. But none of that happened. Like today, I just ran, but that's what I've said forever. Like people are like, oh, I enjoy running. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. No.
The entire time I'm running, I just want to stop. That's all I'm trying to do is not stop. Like,
it's the most boring thing in the world.
It definitely
it's boring
is.
And it sucks.
It's pain the whole time you're going, and we're talking about this, and every one of us are gonna put ourselves through torture next week because we have the running gun coming up.
Some more than others.
Well, I mean, I may not even make it the second 10K.
Dude, today after running that heat, I thought the same thing. It's hot out,
and I haven't ran.
I've been running outside every day, and then I just sweat. So we went shooting this, Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
In preparation.
Went out to a guy's land that we know, and
we can say his name.
We went out to
Cody's
land.
Solid dude.
And
you speak up, put that in your.
Oh, great guy.
Keep that.
Stick it in your mouth.
In your mouth.
That great guy.
Yeah.
So he shot at his property, and he had some targets set up at like 250, 300, 500, right? That's what was that?
Yep.
So he spent like entirely too much time zeroing rifles. Everyone was zeroing shit. You know,
well,
me too.
I spent too much time zeroing. I think we got yours done quick.
Yep.
Well, I had to get the borrowed rifle zeroed.
Mm-hmm.
I have a nice rifle.
Yeah, yours is nice.
Thank you.
That's a Bravo company.
He's
right?
trying to rub it in.
Yeah, just because Mike covets it.
I do
It's
covet
not
his
a
rifle.
Noveski?
No, it's not a Noveski.
I'm gonna get a Noveski before.
What's
that line out of?
You know, like Noveski is like like a Lexus Land Cruiser versus a Toyota. What's the difference? Leather seats.
It says Noveski.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
What are you
people
selling
ask
ads
me-
for them now?
People ask me like, "Hey, what kind of rifle do you have?" I'm like, "I have no idea." My friend made it for
We
me.
put it together.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. UTG?
No. It's a Bravo company.
Barska?
It's a
You
Bravo
ever
company upper.
Is it?
All of it. Yeah, the barrel's Bravo company.
Are you sure?
The upper is Bravo company. Yes.
There's
And the
no marks on it or anything.
I don't
because
think
I-
the
it-
early ones.
No,
didn't have
no.
markings.
Nope. We didn't. They didn't have any markings. You got the early ones.
I thought
And
there
I
was
got-
something that said Black Rain Ordnance or something.
That's your is that your lower?
no.
Or no, that's your that's that rail.
No, something.
The rail.
I don't know.
It's something. There is something that's Black Rain Ordnance. But Black Rain Ordnance wasn't bad back then.
No, they're just they're overpriced.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like Cody. I'm not an elitist.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I shoot it fine too, but I like
You shoot it good, better than
when
fine.
Cody said your barrel nut's loose, like fuck my barrel nut's loose. I gotta take my rifle apart. I need it. I'm
Well-
just like fuck this. Just buy it. I'm gonna go buy it tomorrow. I'm gonna buy a Noveski or a Bravo company and just have a new one at 3-0 before this thing takes off.
So that's where I was going with this is that so all this after having trouble with that with my rifle this weekend, and then I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be shooting like amazing when I get out there this next one. But it's probably not going to change anything, right?
I don't know. You've been
I mean-
shooting a fucking
yeah, he didn't even have a barrel on your rifle. It was just dangling.
you've been shooting with
I've been
loose
throwing bullets at the
Right.
targets.
ballet nut or whatever the hell it was called
Uh-huh.
up to this point. So I don't know, but the shooting, we went out there and shot at Cody's like we're saying, and on the running gun you get a one and done shot chance on this 500-yard target.
Yep.
And like and of course the target we were shooting at was smaller than the running gun, but
True.
I could not hit it with with the bolt gun or my other rifle.
Mhm.
And that little trip, I'm hoping this trip on Thursday that we're gonna do,
Mhm.
it will make me feel better, because right now I'm like, fuck this.
Right.
I just
right.
want to take
Right.
my marbles and go home already. Usually I'm going into this thing like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna win this thing, 'cause
Really?
I have a better attitude, but right now I just that little visit, that 300-yard target, that 10-inch plate or whatever. I have no idea why
It was
kicking
doing
my
this.
ass so much.
It was like every time you might hit it once, and then it'd be like, you're not hitting me again.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Russ.
Well, Russ beat us. I was last place, I think, on the little competition we did,
Yeah.
and
Dude, it was totally tortoise in the hair. Because I was just fat boy rolling it down there. Like you RO'd or whatever and ran by me as I was trying to compete and win and run.
yeah, but I wasn't carrying anything.
So
But still.
one of our listeners on YouTube, they said that so this is probably why you look so fantastic. Running gives you a nice butt lift and makes your face glow.
Oh yeah,
That's what they
Huh.
said. So
I'm going to run more.
dude,
what's wrong with you?
I got. Well, there's
It's
all
your
kinds-
computer, because mine's fine.
This shit happens in my work computer.
Do
Do you open up like 50 million windows?
I have tabs.
Yeah, tabs,
Yeah,
right?
Tabs.
I have tabs.
I open up like a bunch of tabs of stories I want to read, and if I
Uh-huh.
get too many of them, I'll like click on them. It's just a white screen. Like
So don't open them all at once.
I know, but I can't help. I'll go to the main page and
Uh-huh.
we want to read that, want to read that, want to read that, want to read that, want to read that,
Right,
want
right.
to read that, want to read that. Chance of seeing a nipple in this one.
There are.
Definitely reading that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so that's basically where I was going with this, is that I always get like over pumped about something, and then I'm like, it never fails though. Like it's not like you'd figure I would learn. Like, oh yeah, this is gonna make like
Right.
after this next run and gun, I'm gonna be like, this my fucking rifle's messed up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I'll be like, it's gotta be my rifle. It can't be me.
I totally get you. Like you think it's gonna solve your. It's the same way with like medicine and shit with me though, right? Like
Uh-huh.
I got that Moxa cam or whatever for my hip. I was like, oh yeah, dude, it's gonna fix it. I'm gonna be like squatting a ton of weight and
Mhm.
running, be great. Nothing's happening. Same shit. So that's some.
That goddamn little rifle you were shooting. That
That's
gave
not a
me
rifle.
anxiety.
That's a pistol. Russell.
Oh, sorry.
Russ, he
Let's
was.
not get the ATF involved
sorry.
here. It's an AR pistol that is extremely.
It's a pistol, guys. Don't do the raid. Okay.
Mhm.
we're good.
So I got an AR pistol.
Just terrified my daughter.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Got an AR pistol for my birthday and needed to zero it in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't zero that in. It's
Dude,
it's
you
got
don't
a
even have.
1-inch barrel.
You don't even need to. Like I think if you just started shooting at people would be running.
It's all muzzle brake.
Like people in the house next door would be running. Like fuck, what is that? Get out of here!
Jeez.
It was
It was
seriously
hurting
painful.
me.
Yeah, I
It
could
did hurt
feel
me.
it
Yeah.
in my brain.
It was bad. It definitely was bad.
Like my feelings.
No, don't do it.
Like I had to go to the
What was
dentist.
funny? What was funny? Every time I'd shoot it,
Uh-huh.
boom, and you hear God. I mean, someone would say it. Like
It didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter who it was. but-
You burned somebody's shirt with it.
Oh, was it your shirt?
Don't think it was my shirt.
Oh, maybe
You're
it was,
about to
it was,
shoot on my
it was
back,
Cody's
though,
shirt.
My expensive.
I
really
saved
monkey
you. I
bag.
saved that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I was shooting on
Inconsiderate, man.
Mike's
Yep.
zero rust and was just burning the shit out of it. The flames flying off the thing. But it's good now.
I don't know the prep though for this. I don't know how you prep for it. There's a guy that's apparently that's the favorite to win, right?
Shame.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if he's doing what he's saying he's doing, there's no. I mean,
There's nobody gonna beat him.
I like to have these conversations with myself when I'm running.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need to push yourself. The only reason you're going to lose is if you let yourself lose. You can't just try to, just half-ass this. You can win it, da-da-da-da. And then I read that shit that Shane's doing. Fucking running in a pasture, dragging a tire behind him, and then shooting 8-inch steel targets at, what, like...
He's got 500 yards, is what I read. I mean, but like, I guess his wife is doing it too.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're both just like nailing, just
So...
both running badass and just shooting like banshees.
And running like 30-some miles.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's just like...
We need to make another level for him, like take him out of this level. Put him in another level.
Right.
Or Tanya Harding.
Yeah. Shane, man.
Oh, I mean, he was training. I kept up with him in the winter.
This didn't even right. I want to show you something over here on the screen. Oh, it just changed. These were all shoes.
Yeah.
This was all shoe advertisements. But now it knows that we're talking about running and keeping hydrated. I don't know what this is, but it all changed.
There's a video of us dressed as women.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, it is weird. So while I was running though, my new shoes, training for the running gun, I kept stepping on worms. Right.
Yeah.
Always wondered. Hey, my computers are working now. Kind of shutting down. Anyways, you're getting my driveway and they're climbing around. You see them. They're like, God, fucking hot on this concrete. I have no idea what
possesses them.
Yeah, like what happens to worms? Is that demons?
Yeah. takes over there.
I'm coming out of the grass.
Fleshy soul.
Or like, God dang it. George is across that fucking driveway when he floated across there when it was raining.
Uh-huh.
I need to get over there, and then gets out like, this shit's hot as fuck, man. Like, I can't move. I can't
not
move
sure
on this concrete.
It was like beef jerky.
What possesses them to do that?
It's got to be the same.
They always come out when it rains, right? So aren't they like drowning or something? So they're.
But I saw them today. Like just, I was trying to smash them because I was like, at least I'll kill them instantly instead of letting them just bake on the. Did we forget to start it?
No, you're good. You're good. It's just
Let 'em
my mic is loud and yours is low.
Let them bake on the sidewalk, So I just, it's got to be like the same nature's way of, like, I don't know. Quelling the herd, shortening the herd?
Yeah.
Kind of like
Can't have too many robins getting fat.
kind of like how men stop growing hair on their head and it comes in on their ears and shoulders. Like, whose idea was this?
Whose idea was it?
Yeah. I don't know.
I was looking to you guys for the answer.
I That was a weird
Mother Nature.
analogy.
I've always wondered that, right? Like, okay, I mean, is it just because like, okay, you're past your prime or whatever, so we're gonna make you lose your hair on your head and bring it on your back and ears?
No, don't you lose hair because you have too much testosterone?
No, it's because it's the DHT, right? Like, it's not too much testosterone. It is it's aromatizing into a. Fuck, I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
Aromatized?
It smells
Is that even
good.
a word?
Uh-huh.
Man, that guy got some good smelling stuff.
I'm making it up, so I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
what
I
it is.
thought, yeah. Because when you get older...
Your testosterone doesn't go up when you get older.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. You produce less, so that's why I don't understand why you would...
Yeah,
Because women don't lose their hair.
Some do.
Yeah. I guess. Sinead O'Connor.
all right, you guys. Yeah.
What blows my mind is we know that there's an alien spacecraft outside of the solar system, but they haven't figured out a way to keep men from losing their hair.
Or worms from baking.
Baking on the sidewalk. I mean, maybe those two things will be broken at the same time.
That's what... So, I mean, not to go, like, religious or whatever, but...
Go ahead.
Like, God's creatures, like, he loves everything the same, right? Like, isn't that kind of the deal? I don't know the
What?
deal. So, like, doesn't God, like, man and the creatures, like, God created...
He loves them all the same.
I mean, doesn't he
He's
love
just like
animals and shit?
he's like, fuck it. You got domain over all. Just eat the shit out of these
that's
cows.
Like, that's why I'm like, is there a God if he's gonna let these poor worms just bake on the sidewalk?
The worms are baking. The June bugs are stuck on the back.
I guess it depends on what kind of God you're thinking about, though, right? Does the God have to? Are you thinking? Is there?
Worm God.
Isn't that a Kid Rock song?
Worm God? Kid Rock is the worm God.
I
am the worm god. I think it's bull god or bullfrog.
I'm the bullfrog. Makes more sense.
Huh. Dude, June bugs, they suck.
Well, all right, but back to your point, right?
Okay.
So, why is there a God? But I guess your definition of a God is why is there a God that everybody believes that loves everything, but then allows this?
Right.
See, I mean that. Yeah, I could see that question, but I mean maybe the God is like, I don't really care about worms.
If there is a God, he's just like
Indifferent.
No, he's identical to us. He just wasted resources.
Oh, you think so? Well, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
We're created in His image.
That's what.
It's just they've got it all misinterpreted
like,
to make you feel good, right?
Why did God let these babies die or whatever? Well, the same reason. Why do we, throw away perfectly good rifles that Mike thinks are bad or whatever?
It's good now.
It's a resource. Why are we?
So if I had an ant farm and one of them,
one of the ants got sick,
it was baking in the sun, and be like,
gotta get into the vet.
My ants are sick.
"What do you want me to do, man?" Like,
This one right there is sick. I think he's got a cold.
Separate ant hospital.
50 million of you guys down there. You hand me that one. Like, I can't reach him.
He's biting the shit out of me.
Dude, I always wanted an ant farm growing up, and I got the little green one with the little plastic farm on the back. So my buddy had one that actually had they had the tunnels in it. We fed them like sugar water and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he ordered his ants through the mail. Like,
Whoa.
Yeah, which is back in the 90s, that was like he figured shipping ants is a dicey gamble because
That's funny. I got an ant through the mail too.
takes an ant.
My uncle.
Your uncle?
Sent off for him.
Oh, really?
Get it?
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
You
Well,
ruined my joke, Nick.
I had an ant farm as well, but I went out and got my ants.
I was gonna say,
and I dug up an army ant, and that's what the army ant farm. They bit the shit out of me, but I had a jar full of army ants. I didn't have one that was this way, but
Were
I had
they making the farmer ants like work.
I don't know.
Like
Yeah, they're growing
and
crops and shit
yeah.
in there.
See,
no,
I did the same thing. It said you can either mail order whatever this, and my
there was they're not going to give you army ants in
with
there.
Mail with the
Male genitalia.
mailing stuff was took forever. So I was like, fuck this. There's ants in the yard. So I went out and dug up some of those those red ants.
Mm-hmm.
Get the shit bit out of me, stings all over my hands. I threw them in there and they just died.
Mine died after. Yeah, they didn't live very long, but they did live long enough to make their own tunnels on the sides, and I could see it. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But it was, I threw stuff in there and watched it eat it, but they still died.
Mitch Hedberg had a great joke about ant farms.
Yeah, what is it?
He's had an ant farm.
Mm-hmm.
Those fuckers didn't grow shit.
Yeah. Done. Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace.
I got one more thing I want to talk about on introduction today.
Okay.
Because we talked about it in the car a little bit. On the way. So 401ks, right? It's like your retirement. Everyone basically you go to work somewhere and like, oh, we got a great benefits thing. We got healthcare, vision, dental, 401k. And we'll match up to whatever percentage. So you're like, fuck yeah, that's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need that. Even though I don't even know what it really does.
Right.
And then the percentages. So you just basically what I always do is like, I pay as much as they will match. Like if they'll match 6% or 3 or whatever, I'll just say, all right, I'll do that much in. So your money comes out of your check automatically, so you don't really see it, and goes to this black hole of 401k thing that you fill out where you want it to go, right? Like real estate or mixed money account or, all this bullshit that I have no idea. But I'm sending hundreds of dollars to it per paycheck, right?
Right.
And then you get this thing at the end of the month or year or 6 months, I can't remember what it is, that says you've contributed this much to your 401k savings account. And it's like, fuck, man, I've been paying this thing for 10 years. That's all that's in there? And then it says previous balance, like $125,000, and then current balance $82,000. Like,
I just lost half of my, or
I've been
a
paying
third of
money
my
into something that is losing money. Like, what the fuck is this? And all the investor people like, just relax. You're young. It's not a big deal. I always feel like I'm putting money into something.
$40K.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Big deal.
I have no idea what. Oh, I'm just making up. I don't. Mine's never been that much, but it's always been like thousands of bucks, right?
Right.
And if that was in my bank account, I'd be worried. And I understand, that it ebbs and flows or whatever, up and down, and it does this, right? Eventually it goes up, kind of like our podcast listens,
right?
And but I feel like when when it all comes down to it, and it's time to use the fucking thing. Number one, it's either going to be illegal or not there, or taken over by the government, like you were saying, or the like value of money will be so diminished at that point that you're like, dude, I got like $1.5 million in my 401k, and I can't even buy
a
bowl of Cocoa Pebbles with that.
Right.
So it feels like a waste of fucking time and money, but you're told that you have to do it, right?
Well,
I mean, not have to, but I mean, like, you're not contributing to 401k. What are you doing for retirement? Like, you're dumb as hell. Like, well, why don't I just
die before I get?
It's free money, is what they tell you.
Yeah, free money.
That's what they tell you, because your company's giving you 3%, right?
Pre-tax, right?
Yeah.
And you get taxed on it
when you so you'll be taxed on it then. So probably, I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, but don't ever take it out.
Because they tax, if you're under 50,
it's
like they take half right off the bat if you cash it out.
If you cash it out, you're done.
And what's so fucked up about that is, for one, what have they done to get any of that money? Like, why do you deserve any of my 401k that I'm gonna withdraw from?
That's what I mean. When people get divorced, like a lot of the spouses they just get your 401k. I was like,
that's pretty much par for the course.
Right. It's like, what did you? No, I paid to this.
Yeah.
You. So it's just like they're just like the government.
I don't know. I was talking to a guy today about in our office, because I was going to get my own, and he's like, "Well, if you do it outside of your job, then you put taxed money into it, and then when you take it out, they tax it again. So you're
so
taxed.
The best thing to do is to just invest on your own, not a 401k. invest on your own and just keep investing, but you got to be risky young, right? And then if you can get it built up enough and you can earn 5% off of that or whatever, then you're only being taxed at a dividend rate, which is what, 10%, as opposed to what are you being taxed right now? What are you off your income?
30.
Yeah, so 30, 20,
Sure.
25, 27%. So if you could build it up to, say, $5 million and you can get a 5% return on that, it's $250,000 a year, and you're only being taxed, they're only taxing you 10% on that $250,000 a year. That's golden.
You think I'm Asian? What, all these numbers flying around. Like,
Well, and then it's only taking $25,000 off the top. You're actually taking home $225,000.
Hold on, I need you to break this down into street lights.
I just did.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I just broke it down to the streetlights.
I want actual street lights.
I can't do it with this.
Oh, you know what? And
If you have,
so have you ever tried investing? Like
I'm terrified of it.
Yeah.
you know what I do with my 401k and
Just
listeners,
withdraw from it and blow it on rifles?
yes. Well, that's what I was going to tell you. Take a loan out, buy your Noveski. But no, I actually, we're able to borrow from ourselves from a 401k. And, anytime I buy a car or whatever, I'm like, instead of buying this car and paying this company finance charges and all that stuff, I just borrow the money for myself from my 401k.
You have to pay interest on that?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
But here's the thing is you
I'm sure
lose.
someone
I
told
was
me
like,
this.
where is the catch here?
So, you lose, so you're not.
You lose the potential of
average-
gaining that
you
time
take,
period,
you
right?
take
Yeah.
off, right. So then,
Yes.
you lose whatever you gain, but you're still paying to your 401k.
So why the
and
fuck haven't
paying
you bought
yourself
that
back.
Land Cruiser in Oklahoma City?
I don't know, because I don't know that I want it, but I don't know that I want it.
Want it.
Oh.
He's got unlimited wants, but he
Yeah.
has limited resources. There's your streetlights, bitch.
Okay, boom.
Mm-hmm.
So, I do want
Biatch,
Land
I should have
Cruiser.
said.
I looked at Kaylin's the other day. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's clean.
Yeah, super clean.
It's got the center diff lock switch, and
Yeah.
it's nice inside. He said it doesn't run as good as mine, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Cool.
that's also Kalen. He's not a motor or a motorhead, so
We got a full-blown mechanic, though, as a friend, so
yeah.
Yeah.
he can just, wedge, a Cadillac motor in there or something.
Right.
Have it sticking out the front, like
I don't
Mad
know.
Max mobile.
I've seen that guy's rifles, so I'm not too sure. I'm working on my car. I'm gonna have shoestrings for belts and.
You know what they say, the mechanics' rifles are always the worst.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. What are we going to move into?
Children's
Dreams.
Man, I got a stuffed up nose, probably from that damn gun compacting all the snot in my face when I was shooting it.
I felt horrible after that too this last weekend. I felt like I was. Yours is probably from all the
Concussion. It's probably
tile.
you might have some you might have CTE or whatever from shooting that.
You have brain issues now. All right.
So, hey, well, before we go to Children's Dreams, so
Mhm.
I could get rid of that beating by putting a different, a flash hider on it, maybe.
Oh, you could put
Yeah.
that pig blaster on there. Don't you remember mine?
Yeah,
It
That's
wasn't.
that was a
it wasn't
Noveski pig blast.
right,
Yeah.
and it wasn't. It was all. It sounded like you were shooting out of an aluminum can. Wow! Wow!
Sounds like a cat.
Don't you remember that?
I remember.
Don't you remember that?
All right, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for
I feel
my.
like this is a bad podcast. For
yeah,
some reason.
me too.
What?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Russ.
Thanks, guys.
yeah. You're ruining it, man. Oh God, back is cramped up. What is this?
I have to pee so bad.
Go pee. Go pee.
We got time?
Yeah.
Oh, Mike's force feeding me water.
Huh?
You're force feeding
There's-
me water.
It's for your joints.
There's a restroom right there to the right.
You gotta be quiet. Though.
Yeah, be quiet though. You'll see the door.
No tooting.
I'm looking for thought I had Chilrens Dreams song on here.
How early do you think you can leave on Thursday?
I'm gonna try to leave 3:30.
Kaylin's gonna go. Chilrens Dreams. No
Chilrens
music.
Dreams. Just let this one play out.
Yeah, I like it. So
Caitlin's
you
music.
wrote down in here thinking you're really good at something, and looking back on it, you realize you were terrible at it.
Yes. There are a number of things. And here's what I gotta I'm gonna tell the story of what brought this to mind is that so on Sunday afternoon, I think I probably said this on here before, is that we've been roller skating, right? Every other weekend, Nora and I.
Is that music gonna stop?
Huh?
Is that music gonna fucking stop?
Yeah. It's on its way out. Anyway, so roller skating, right? And my daughter's getting better at it. So Nora's getting better at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's not great by any means. But she's got it in her head that she's like professional skater, right? Like she's got it, and she's active, right? She's all she wants to do is go fast. I mean, she just wants to go fast. Rex, get up, and she just wants to keep going fast.
$400 skates.
Yeah, right. Like, let's get you the best skates ever. No, we're gonna keep going with the cheap skates. Right.
Skate.
Yeah, exactly.
Good one.
And so, anyways, she's got this idea in her head that I'm watching her, right, when I watch her roller skate, and she's doing these moves, right, that are, it's like she puts her hands behind her back and tries to skate, or she goes like this while she's skating.
Oh,
right?
She's doing the goose.
Yeah, she's doing all of it, man. And I'm like, and she listens to everything all the music that's being played. And they'll have a song that's like, raise your right foot, whatever, So she'll be like, raise her right foot, and then fucking just crash, then get right back up, and then doing all this stuff. And I'm thinking about it in her head. She's got to be thinking. She's like, yeah, I'm good at this. This is my moves, right? Like, yeah. And so I try to think back on myself because it's amusing to me now. You have these realizations as you get older of the things that you do. We kind of talked about it last week of the stupid shit you say, like, man, like you say.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But when I was a kid, I thought I was like the best freestyle like bike rider around, right? And I look back on it, the shit I tried to like, yeah, I can do this. I can ride on the side of the bike, right? Like
sideways.
Yeah, I put my feet on the pegs and ride side, lay it down, pick it back up, and hop back on it, right? Like, but that's to that.
You ever have like the jump competition?
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
How far? Yeah, you could jump. Yeah.
Still in my head, there's a ramp that we made that my brother ramped, and in my head, that bike was like 16 feet in the air. And he came off of it, and totally landed, knocked her out of it and everything. The bike, but I mean, when I look back in my memory, I mean, I remember seeing my brother hits it and like E.T. In reality, he's probably like 4 feet off the ground, or maybe 3. And I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of something that I thought I was really good at. All I thought of when you said this was we had a go-kart when I was a kid because I lived in a truck yard.
Mm-hmm.
So this big in front, they park all these trucks, right? And so it was a big dirt, and there again, in my head, it feels like it was like a football field big, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
My dad bought us a go-kart, and we were out there. They welded a bolt with a piece of angle iron on it so it could touch the pedals.
Right, okay.
So like what's his name on Indiana Jones?
Right, yeah.
Boxes to our feet.
Yeah, short round.
Yeah. And so me and my brother would drive this go-kart all around, take turns. We have to, do a loop. We'd switch, do a loop, switch. Well, I remember one time I was driving it, and I had on winter gloves, racing gloves, right? But they were fucking snow gloves. It's the middle of summer. And I had this football helmet on that my brother had for some reason, and it had a chin strap on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd put it like over my mouth and nose because I thought it was like a race car helmet, like a jet fighter helmet.
Uh-huh.
And I was out there like 3 horsepower go-kart thinking I was just tearing up this fucking yard. And, if I could see it now, like kids out there fucking football helmet on,
Uh-huh.
with a chin strap over it, smelling like spit, with winter gloves on in the middle of summer, with this serious look on his face. But
That totally brings up this thing my dad made for me for my I had a 3-wheeler, right? So I was probably like 10 or 11.
are 3-wheelers as deadly as everyone says?
I mean, I used to roll it over all the time,
Reese
but
just want to take one to running gun.
A 3-wheeler?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the racing type.
oh, now those
His
are
stepdad
dangerous.
has one.
Those are dangerous. The racing type ones are because
Yeah.
they're really fast.
They don't have the big
But
old fat tires?
Mine had the big
No.
fat tires, right? But he took this. My dad took this one of those like steel worker helmets, the metal ones
Yeah.
from back in the day, and welded some wings on it and painted it silver. That's what I rode around with as my helmet.
That's
Damn.
awesome. Like Thor, man.
Yeah.
So it's probably worse. Like if you would have
Yeah.
been in an accident.
Oh
Hit your
yeah, I
head.
probably would.
Helmet
Would've
came
just
off, the
killed
wings
you.
were
Cut
stuck
my
in
arm
chest.
off.
Killed you.
But
I had we grew up in the neighborhood. I had a bunch of kids that had motorcycles and shit, and of course, I didn't. So my dad worked out a deal with the neighbor that he was gonna buy this older neighbor's enduro motorcycle,
I want an enduro.
and this sucker, no, it wasn't cool. It was like 1972.
That's what I want right there. Suzuki long seat
Yes,
enduro.
hold on, but so everybody had like race, like YZs and all that stuff. Here I am. It looked exactly like you see like the videos and shit from like Vietnam and all that stuff where they got their whole family on the motorcycle. That was my motorcycle, and I used to jump it and everything, and like the seat would fly off. It was just.
But you
I
thought
loved
it was cool,
But it-
right?
Oh
Yeah.
man, I loved it.
Dude, I traded a BB gun for a Peugeot moped.
No
when
way. I had
when I was in
what's a Peugeot moped? What does it look
made
like?
in France.
Oh, like a French moped?
Dude, but it was a piece of, you could put your feet on the ground and floor it and it would be but it wouldn't move, and it didn't have any brakes. The way you stop it was with the choke.
You're power stalling it with you.
Ew. Did it have the pedals like bicycle?
They were broken off, but it
Yeah.
had the pegs for it. I tried to put pegs on it because I thought I looked dumb. Get this. I thought it made me look dumb to sit on it like you're supposed to, like this. I wanted my feet on, like motorcycle pedals.
Uh-huh.
So I was trying to JB weld some tube steel to the sides of it, and it never worked. So I had to ride it like an idiot, feet
Scrunched
together.
up. We had one that actually had like bicycle cranks, and that's how you started. You cranked it,
Yeah.
and then you popped the clutch, and that's how it started.
Really?
That's what we
Yeah.
push started this one. And the cops, dude, were like, it seemed like I would never see a cop and I'd be running that thing down the street, pushing it, and then jump on it and start it up and then take off riding. Here comes the police coming around the corner like, can't be riding down on the street. Like,
Why?
God almighty.
What was the difference between that and the pedal bike? Like, obviously, you could probably went faster on your pedal bike
I don't
than
know.
on that.
They sell kits now for bikes that you can buy. You put on there, and it's a gas-powered motor for
I
your.
see them all the time.
And is that
I
illegal?
want one. No, you don't have
What?
to have a license. You don't have to do anything, and you can drive it anywhere. You can take a bike.
Well, who is telling who?
It's under so many cc's. I think the engine sizes you don't.
But
have to
those
have.
people go like 30 miles. I thought about building one because it just looks like fun as hell. But
I don't know.
There you go. That's the perfect thing.
it's the
You
key
you
in.
think you're really good. It's gonna look cool as hell. You just a
That'd be
fucking
like a good
nerd.
like survival type.
That's
thing,
what I
though.
thought, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how many miles per gallon you get.
Right.
The
He's got
dude-
like a thimble full of gas.
The dude I saw on the only thing I'm worried about, or like I'm gonna do, I don't know, is it doesn't look like it's got much oomph. Like it'd take you down the road, but if you were like
Trying to get away.
go up a hill, go,
Somebody just holding.
trying to go up a hill
Yeah.
or something, it's like, but I don't know.
I just
Their
in
kits
my
aren't-
head it sounds like.
Yeah, they
Oh,
ride
there's
them
some-
on the street.
Yeah, there's
like
some
on the
videos,
main.
some dude doing like 35 miles an
Really?
hour or 40 miles an hour on the thing.
I'm in the same boat as you. I want the enduro back. I had an enduro when I was a kid, like you guys. Mine was way too big for me. It was a 500.
Oh, mine was.
And,
mine was way too small.
I want
Oh.
a 100 enduro.
I was-
That's what mine was.
I was 12 and I had a 500, the XR Honda XR.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and it was a 1981 model, so it was like the old like looked like Rambo's motorcycle,
Dude,
Yeah.
right?
that was awesome.
And but it was painted orange. Dude, that thing
Just so you could shoot it out from
yeah,
underneath you.
completely. Just felt like I was riding something that was made from or made for like Road Warrior, like
You get a boner from all the vibrations.
yeah, like
Can't get off this motorcycle. Why not?
hold on.
This is awkward.
It's just like the bus right now. Can't get off this fucking bus.
I hide it with my trapper keeper.
Dude, what was the deal with the bus? So we've talked about it before, but
Yeah,
like I seriously like, fuck, we're at school. All right, buddy, help me out here. You know,
I think that was the case all the time.
wait, was everybody on the bus have boners?
No,
Not just on the
Mine
bus
was
though,
like-
but
I would always conveniently get them like right before class let out, so then I had to walk the hall. Yeah, so you do that like
My
look in front of your
my
crowd shuffle.
my
Dude,
bus story. Every time we got to the school, it was like, God, it's
I
fucking
wish it were.
annoying.
I wish it were that way now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like now, when
Why
I get a
can't it be
boner-
that way now? It's like
I'd be
now-
showing it off.
Now,
Like, hey, look.
yeah, it'll go one side or the other. But I don't know when I was that age, it would just straight out like a
because it's like
yeah. So yeah, now I guess it's lost
It's
some of
just-
its rigidity,
it's not-
whatever, and just yeah.
hard as not
Yeah.
so hard a cat can't scratch it.
Right.
Did I ever tell you that story? My brother said he was one of the kids in his class had always wore sweatpants or had some like biker shorts on or something in school, and the teacher told him to come up to the board and biker shorts seemed like pervo clothes.
Dude, who?
I
what?
wore biker shorts to school, and I was
Like
like,
Yeah,
under
like-
or just straight
No.
biker shorts.
like in
just
the
straight
fourth
biker
grade or
shorts,
whatever. I had some black ones with chartreuse stripes down the side.
I had some in 8th grade, which was a tactical nightmare. That was it was
there's no hiding boners in
So you
biker
just-
shorts.
I guess it's new to you. Just wore those like casually,
yeah.
like not to bike in.
Yeah, I did too.
It was
Nah.
it wasn't a good
I think I must have
wasn't
skipped-
good, right?
I think of what it looked like now. My skinny ass legs, like I had to look horrible.
I had the MC Hammer pants, which were great for hiding boners.
Biker shorts that are supposed to fit, like if you were to wear them now, it'd be like skin tight, right?
Yeah.
But they're loose at the bottom,
Loose in the ass. But I got them on.
so they weren't like it still looked like shorts because they weren't super tight because you're skinny little
So,
kids.
Well, I guess what were they, lycra, whatever?
Yeah,
they
well,
must
they
have like just come out or something. They just invented it.
Yeah, I remember
Mhm.
a lot of people wore them.
Yeah,
I remember jams.
Jams were super popular when I was like
I had jams.
when I was probably 5th
And
grade.
then, yeah, I remember like I wanted a pair so bad, and I was
The
probably
fuck are
fifth.
jams?
They're like long shorts.
They were long shorts past your knees, but they were kind of tapered and they were real colorful, like
Yeah,
pink and
they're like
Bunch
board
of-
shorts.
yeah,
I guess,
but they were
essentially.
tight, like
Yeah.
tighter, like narrower, and they would they. Oh man,
You ever
I'm
get
trying to think
embarrassed by it? Since I always wear shorts. Always, like, am I that old man at the gym now? Like
no, I don't
'cause
get embarrassed.
I can't imagine wearing the shorts that I see other guys wearing at the
Where they're
gym.
down past your knees and you try
Yeah,
to do
like
squats and they're like,
calves, and it's like you got these shiny, like long ass shorts on, wrapping up all over everything.
mhm.
Right before I came over here, there was an old guy wearing jean shorts walking by the house. I automatically do not trust any old guy wearing jean shorts.
Jean
like,
shorts.
I'm like, I want my daughter to stay inside. Don't be outside with the creepers out here.
Did you have jean shorts?
I
when you
do
were a
not
kid?
own a pair
No,
of
when you
jeans.
were a
Did you when
kid.
you were a kid?
Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I did too.
But-
and you
and I
think
was
about
a
it now, like,
pedophile even
was I in a
then.
fucking gay porno magazine? or
No,
something,
it's
you know?
it was the thing to wear, man. Jean shorts were the thing.
There's a picture of Mike on my Facebook in jean shorts. That's hilarious, and it's from like 2012 or something, 11.
Fat as hell, beard. What
Huh?
year was that?
That was Josh's bachelor party.
Yeah.
So whenever he got married, I don't know when that was. But yeah, a little rotund, and those shorts were tiny. It's like I'm surprised there wasn't fucking beanbag hanging out.
It probably was.
You were Daisy Duking it?
It was a Camp Zulu, so it was to
Oh.
be expected.
Yeah. That's the uniform.
Right, is to be ridiculous.
Yeah, but yeah, jean shorts are
No, like long
questionable.
jean shorts, like old man jean shorts. I don't. If I see anybody wearing those, it's automatically suspect.
I
Yeah.
took all my khaki, not khaki.
I'm gonna make some now.
I-
All right.
I took all my cargo shorts to Goodwill the other day.
Good
I don't
for
have
you.
any cargo shorts.
I was holding on to them, thinking I could bring them back.
You
but
don't need the extra pocket space. You just
No.
okay.
I hate having shit in my pockets. Period.
Yeah.
I always give, if I have stuff in my pockets, guess where? And I'm with my wife, where it goes.
The purse.
Yep. There you go. There you go. You brought the bag, not me.
Convenient
Uh-huh.
relationship.
Yeah.
No, you know what shorts are
just a
best to wear
Sherpa.
now?
What?
Golf shorts. I promise. I promise you, man. They're the most comfortable shorts you can buy now, and they get the inseams are fairly short, and they're made out of
What the hell
stretchy
does that
material. They're made out of stretchy material, but they don't look ridiculous.
I want
They're
the
comfortable.
Pants. I want the golf short pants. Or
Yeah,
actual
dude.
pants for work, because we have to wear like khaki.
They're the
sometimes.
best, man. Golf, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Golf.
When they making
What are you talking about? Golf pants?
Yeah.
Yes, golf pants. Like,
Stretch.
it's not the like plaid or whatever. They're like this.
they're
Yeah, I was
stretch
thinking like a
slacks.
little beret with a fuzzy ball on the top.
No.
They're see, even the old ones. I gotta wear these for work.
Right.
No, they're like stretch slacks.
Yeah, they're just.
I've
They look like if you spill something on them, it'll just go.
But they're-
you just pee
won't
your
even-
pants and it just runs
Right,
down your
just
leg.
goes right
But they're
down.
like $80 a pair.
Yeah.
They're not cheap.
That's why I don't.
Golf shorts, so you can get like $20 a pair.
I need to buy some what I would refer to as some like play pants, jeans. From the play pants because that's what my mom would call them, play clothes.
Yeah,
or
get
whatever.
your play clothes on.
But I remember there was a time that you could buy like just regular like Levi's or Wranglers or whatever from Walmart, and they weren't like expensive because like I
Yeah,
have
well, you could
jeans
buy
now.
rustlers there. They're $10.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, I need to just go buy some. 'cause,
No, I can't. Jeans. I'm done with jeans.
Well, the other day I had some jeans on, and I was like, I'm gonna run the running gun in jeans.
What?
Mhm.
And yeah, jeans and like a t-shirt just to make it look normal.
Are you Mike?
And I tried to,
I didn't run
to-
in jeans.
You show up to run and gun and you're wearing like a button-up shirt.
Well, I'm wearing a
You're always
button-up
like,
shirt.
like slacks.
I'm wearing
Those are my running gun pants. They
You're
stretch.
running slacks.
I'm wearing my Rhodesian mercenary shirt again, the button-up, but so I can unbutton it like down to my belly button. when I'm running
That
through.
shirt that I have that I run in, that's
Yeah.
specifically made for the heat.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's made by Duluth Trading Company.
It looks like. I
It's
was like,
a-
is he headed to a Jimmy Buffett concert? Or is he fixing to do running gun? I
No,
don't know.
it's
You have
true.
like your hat, your
Yeah,
big
the-
sun hat.
the
and
sun
everything.
hat.
Yeah.
But so I was thinking about wearing jeans. Well, I tried to climb into my truck with those jeans on. Dude, shit, jeans twisting all over you ever since I wore those stretchy jeans.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. I'm done with jeans. It's only stretchy jeans from
And
now
then
on.
my Dangerous pants are stretchy. So
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm wearing Dangerous pants.
Yeah.
And
this.
See,
These are my dangerous pants.
I'll soon convert a nation.
you need to market some
Dangerous
some
pants.
Dangerous pants.
You know what it is? Just fat guy in little pants. That's all. That's what dangerous pants are.
Wow.
Dude, I used to have a biggest problem with moose knuckle too, but like all my friends were just too nice to tell me, and then they finally did or whatever. And then like every picture I went back and looked, I paid.
How
Sure
you can't
enough,
help it though.
Moose knuckle.
If
Yeah.
you're wearing pants that are comfortable.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I just felt like Wilford Brimley, like where you got the fupa or whatever, like the
Wait, what's
I've
Wilford Brimley?
like just like an old guy where your pants are like high,
updated.
but
Oh,
like still covering. Like we wear our pants below our stomachs.
yes.
Where old guys wear their pants on their.
I'm moving up though.
Really?
Yeah, I'm at that point. I
Ah,
guess
Why?
You're moving up above your stomach.
I'm moving to right there, right below my belly button.
Yeah, that's where you should wear them. But like old,
Old
guys,
guys
wear
wear
them on their or above their belly button.
Ah, well, I probably get there.
So it looks like they have like
An ass,
yeah, right. They
On
got
the
front
front.
ass.
front ass, and a back ass. Dude,
The stretchy jeans, man, and I can get them for you for cheap next time I go.
they're not rustlers.
No, they're the ones. They're the ones from Primark in the UK. $10, dude. $10 and I can get you as many as you want. Well, $10 a piece.
Mm.
You just tell me the size. I'll come back with them.
All right.
Sweatshop approved.
And
Sweatshop approved.
Yeah, that's the key, right?
The
Gotta get 'em.
tiny little hands, they can get
They-
in there,
they-
stretch fabrics.
All right. What is it?
Around the world.
Dude, I've not showered since I ran today, and then fucking tile full of.
Gross.
I could probably stick this glass to my nuts and walk downstairs and drop it.
Dude, I have to talk up
Oh,
every time now.
it's driving me nuts over here.
Around the world. Around the world.
All right.
All right, so first article comes from
Dublin.
Dublin.
Our friends in Ireland.
It's the Irish. This came to one from our Irish listener. The Sun is the article. Is what it comes from. Let me. You have the article. You want to read it, and I'll put it over there so Russ can see it.
Yeah, if it'll open.
Oh well, it won't open.
Hold on.
All right, hold on. So it says.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
All right. Sun UK. Real love Dublin brothel rents out 32E sex doll for £80 an hour, and Passion Dolly gets scores of visitors every week. Gone are the days of blow-up women with perpetually open mouths. Sex dolls are rapidly evolving and becoming more lifelike than ever. Now a brothel in Dublin is renting out a silicone robot sex doll for £80 an hour. How much money is that in America?
I could do 80 pounds in an hour.
Passion Dolly.
That's about $100.
What?
Right about that.
40 pounds for. Why the fuck would you need an hour? It's not like you're gonna talk to it.
Don't judge.
Hey,
Yeah.
I like the way you're sitting there.
Your
Your
cold,
eyelash.
clammy flesh.
Your eyelash just fell off. A bit like a buxom Barbie doll, the blonde android has massive boobs, an hourglass figure, and eerie lifelike facial features fixtured into a sexy pout. Described as Ireland's most realistic sex doll, Passion Dolly arrived at the Dublin brothel less than a month ago, and dozens of punters have already had their way with her.
That's YouTube appropriate.
That is?
Yeah, because those nipples are blurred.
Weighing 8 stone with
From here, they don't look that way.
32E boobs, the doll imported from America has a metal skeleton covered in silicone. Dude, that's scary right there.
Uh-huh. And these guys say that it's going to be 50 years before they're able to move and talk properly. That's bull. We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
What I mean,
she's being leased out by 2 Eastern European sex workers who allow men to pay to spend time with her, but not remove her from the premises.
Don't we know an Eastern European?
Mm-hmm. We do.
Would you? I do.
Like, if you took the face off that, like, if you just covered up the face, that looks like a person.
Except the hand looks like fucking that dude on Big Trouble in Little China before he blows up. Here's my deal though. Like,
Okay.
I can't imagine going there like, hey man, I got $40. Give me a half hour with Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do they dip her in like a bleach solution?
That's what. Yeah, who scoops that thing out?
Yeah, disgusting.
You got to pay me more than $80 an hour.
I don't know.
Hang her up and power wash her. So then there's chunks of fucking skin coming off.
I don't know how do they?
I don't know. Why are you looking at me? I don't own one.
Plus, another, like I've said before, like
I own 2.
if you
Oh, and that's exactly one of our listeners says. How do they wash it in the between sperm showers? I don't even like saying that word sperm.
disgusting. Well, plus you got $100 to blow. You could probably go get her.
This one, yeah.
A real prostitute.
Yeah,
But maybe
this
they
girl
don't.
looks like she got punched in the mouth anyway,
Right here.
and looks a little dumb.
She looks a little bit
Of course,
like.
she is a doll.
Yeah.
Shark eyes.
Yeah, this got shark eyes for sure.
All right,
All right.
hold on.
Uh-huh. What's wrong?
I'm trying to find something here.
Those dolls are super expensive. They're like
Yeah,
$5,000
that's
or
what they
more.
said. It
The
says
real dolls.
up to $18,000.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
And even more. I was
18
watching
grand?
I was watching a Vice on those, and the guy who makes it, like his shop.
Shane, I saw. Wait, I saw
Vice,
that episode.
right?
Shane actually spent time with it or whatever. The main Vice guy, yeah.
And then that one, and then I saw the other one with the lady that goes and does it, right? And she spends time with it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I saw that one.
And they're.
How are you supposed to get back? I can't. Nobody goes home.
Reese.
Nobody else comes through. It's just him and me. It's just him and me.
Oh. Thought this was the part where he says, rubber skin. Oh, wait, here it is.
Ray guns?
Ray guns?
Show me a piece of future technology. You go naked.
Something about the field generated by a living organism. Nothing dead will go. I didn't build a fucking thing.
Okay. But this cyborg, if it's metal...
Surrounded by living tissue.
Oh, right.
There it is. Sex doll. Do you see how Reese, he said, I didn't build the fucking thing? Rolled off the tongue so crisp and smooth that it sounded right. Not
Was
like today's
excellent
movie.
cussing.
Yeah. Professional cussing from the 90s, 80s and 90s.
I mean, they did it. They did perfect it probably in the 80s and 90s. Because in the 70s, it might have been a little too...
It's so overused now.
Yeah, it is.
I was watching, TNT, like Shooter, that show on TNT or some shit like that.
The
and they were
movie?
saying the F word in that.
TNT.
It's basic cable. Can you say the F word in basic cable?
After 9 o'clock, I think.
Really?
I didn't know that. I was watching, they had 300 playing at the gym, and it showed the dude's head get cut off. I was like, I don't censor anything anymore.
No. But I don't care if I mean, you know how I am. I don't want any censors.
No, I'm saying, but...
Here's another, since I'm just completely fucking up the podcast here. This is another perfect example of good cussing.
You scared, motherfucker? Well, you should be. Because this green beret's gonna kick your big ass. I eat green berets for breakfast. Right now, I'm very hungry.
Is that Commando?
Yeah.
You scared, motherfucker?
What'd you
should
do with
be.
Sully? I let him go.
They used to call me Sully in
You,
elementary
Sully?
school. Yeah.
Oh, that's...
We love Commando, and so...
They called you
I
Sully?
was bullied. So the bullies would call me Sully.
Oh, shit, dude. This
Sons
sex
of
doll's
bitches.
ass is pretty good. I didn't see that picture of the ass.
So now you're rethinking your...
Yeah, but it's wearing like period panties though.
Yeah.
Put something else on there.
That's funny.
squats.
You watched Commando as an elementary kid?
Yeah.
I did too. Like I was in the 3rd grade or something.
Yeah.
So did what Jay Dyer, remember? He said he got locked. He'd locked him in a room and he was watching Commando and playing with Lincoln logs.
Commando's a great movie.
Uh-huh.
Remember just lifting that log? Like you just carrying the
Yeah.
log?
That's how I used to do when I would
Yeah.
go into the woods.
When I was in college, I used to have to we laid bricks, right? And it'd usually get like this compacted gravel base, and then we'd put down this filter fabric and put sand down, and then lay these brick pavers on top of it. Well, this filter fabric came in these big rolls. They'd fill an entire truck bed up, and they're about this big around. It wasn't that heavy. It was pretty heavy, but it wasn't that heavy. I'd go pick those things up out of the truck and roll them onto my shoulder, and then walk over to where they were. And like every time I was thinking, I need that music because I thought I was Arnold Schwarzenegger. But
I want to do a run and gun and match the Arnold Schwarzenegger outfit when he goes and does the assault.
with
on
that vest,
island.
you die from the vest.
I know.
And the black stripes.
That's that is my favorite part of that movie, though. Yeah, it's got all the yeah.
The knife.
That's
I do
good.
like that part, yeah.
It's got good music playing when he's doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and then he goes through and then like annihilates an entire army.
Do you know who the girl is?
Alyssa Milano.
No, the other girl.
Radon Chong.
Yeah, she's Tommy Chong's daughter.
Yeah.
You know that? From Cheech and Chong.
I think my dad had the Playboy issues with her in it.
With Radon Chong?
Yeah, she was in Playboy in the 80s.
What?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, this next story comes
Ray
to you from
Dong Chong.
Ray Don not radon, not or radon,
Chong.
radon chong.
Radon Chong. That's racist. All right, next one. Rise of the Sperm Bandits.
You want me to read it? You read it.
You go ahead. I read the
All right.
last one.
Rise of the Sperm Bandits. Male teacher drugged and sexually abused by female rape gang in the latest shocking sperm bandit case in Zimbabwe. The man was abducted from Makoni.
Yeah, to pronounce that.
Yeah. Chitungwizatan. Chitungwizatan. Yeah, Makoni Chitungwizatan. Before being dumped by a roadside after his 2-day ordeal. Teacher was left with a severely bruised genitalia after he was kidnapped and drugged by 3 women before being gang raped, and local reports claim. Why are we laughing? This is
I don't know. I think it's
Okay.
worse, what, sexism or
yeah.
something.
The man was dumped by a roadside and left for dead after his terrifying 2-day ordeal, it was said. The sickening episode in Zimbabwe has hallmarks of an attack by the sperm bandits, gangs of women who prey on hitchhikers and other travelers. They then sexually assault them and sell their semen for good luck.
Who the hell's buying that?
Also, how much is the ticket
I'll tell
to
you who's
Africa?
buying that. Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah, they, you know.
Heard some shark fins. and
I need some
Zimbabwe
black
semen.
man penis or black man penis glue, or what did you call it?
Dick glue.
Oh yeah, there it is. All right, 39-year-old man was reported as saying he was offered a lift in the dark blue BMW driven by a man while waiting at a bus stop around tea time. Of course, fucking worst time.
Tea time.
Mm-hmm.
Drink tea or like golf tea?
Golf. They play a lot of golf in Zimbabwe.
Oh, okay.
3 female passengers offered him a soft drink, which left him dizzy before he fell asleep. At least he woke up with his kidneys.
Yeah, but
I
you
went
know,
inside to
I
get
mean,
a cold pop.
why did they?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
They probably didn't have to do that. They could just ask, "Hey,
Yeah.
do you want to have sex with us?" and give us your semen.
He
to sell?
reportedly woke up the
I mean,
following afternoon in a small dark room with a severe
I just
bruising
throw
on his
mine away.
genitalias.
So I'm losing. There's a market for this stuff,
Maybe, but you're not from Zimbabwe.
right? But I don't have AIDS, so it's probably worth more money.
When I was a kid, I'd walk home from school, and I used to just hope that older girls, like 16-year-old girls, were gonna
Yeah.
kidnap me,
Right.
and force me to have sex with
I
them because
know.
I was like 13 or whatever.
I'm
And I
glad.
would-
I'm glad that more people than me have had that
Well, there, like
daydream.
I would have older girls like mess with me when I was walking home. Not like mess with me, but I'd walk home and they'd stop and say something to me out of the car or whatever, like just fucking with you or whatever.
Get
and
the
then,
fuck out of the road,
then
kid.
drive off,
Like
you know.
that.
But I was always, and sometimes I'd run and hide from them. Do kids still get fucked with walking around? Because I don't know. I remember people stopping and talking to you, or you see older kids and you'd see them stop, start backing up, and take off running, hide in bushes and stuff.
All right, the best line from this, and this is where I was going with this one, is that the 3 women were arrested, right, with 31 condoms full of semen.
Oh God!
After they were caught at a roadblock, right?
Disgusting.
So here's the deal: is like, did they not have a younger brother or something or whatever that's like, hey man,
I'd be sending out fake stuff like water and flour and some Elmer's glue mixed up.
but
Water and flour.
It might not pass if it's going to like
Mix a banana up,
they
mash
might
the banana up and throw it in there.
those guys they're selling it to them for good luck, so it might be like that they drink it, so they probably know they probably like that's not lucky semen,
They'd sell it to.
Can they not? Did they not have somebody in the family that's like just go into business doing this instead of like?
I don't believe this is fake news.
Would they?
I agree with Russ. It's not like you can't walk up to some guy as a woman and be like, "Can I have your semen for free?"
Well, I mean, I would be suspect if that situation did happen. But if I was a single guy, and
If I was single, I'd be like,
Yeah.
"All right,
right?
You just need it?
Yeah, you just want it. I'm gonna sign like you're not gonna hit me with child support or something.
You want a shoebox lid or
How do you want this?
where do you want it?
I'm not the best aim. So
It would be odd.
Would those like just explode like water balloons if they threw them?
Oh God, it's disgusting. It's so gross to me for some reason.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, when you guys were talking about that, was it you guys talking about the Asian chick that drowned from the bukkake?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is sick. That can't be real.
I had to tell my wife what that was. She didn't know what it was. Actually, my
show her?
14-year-old son had to told her what a bukkake was. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like this. Let me search for it on my phone. Real quick. It's this.
She's like, "Oh, you already had that pulled up?" Well, I just knew it was going to come up.
Yeah, it's for conversation
Yeah.
purposes. I had to look it up myself. Didn't know what it was.
So your wife listens to this podcast?
No, thank God.
Oh, I was like, so why did she need to know what it was?
Because
Ah,
all right. Well, I'm not the best father, I guess. Like my son made a joke about it, so we were like joking back and forth about bukkake or whatever. Because I was surprised he knew what it was. Because he was like, "Dad, do you know what that is?" He thought he got me.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, "No,
Hey.
I'm well versed
My
in
my
what
ads
it
over here says super fine nut flours,
is."
There you go.
almond flour. So I just said flour and water and bananas to make fake jizz, and then we're talking about nuts, and it doesn't know what to do. Like, what? I don't know what they're talking about. Here's some nut flour.
These ads.
Now it's got to make more than dinner, make memories. Have a bukkake. Honey, I didn't make dinner tonight. I got 16 guys over here. Hopefully you don't drown.
Don't
It
drown.
is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't. That's a very specific fetish, I guess.
Mm.
Not for me.
That's probably one of the lighter ones that happened in Japan.
Yeah.
Well, any body fluid is, and this is going to make it sound horrible, but I guess is all right if it's like warm. But if it gets cold, it's even more disgusting, right? So I can't imagine a bag of cold semen and rubber being handed to me like, "Hey, here's good luck. Like, cut my fucking hand off now." You know, where I touch the cold nut flour.
Semen and hot water don't mix. Like an egg.
Oh,
I
all
heard.
right.
So
All
I
right.
heard.
Let's go to
on.
Hot Zone.
Hot Zone.
Play his commercial first.
Okay. My ads are. I gotta.
We got global life insurance now.
And now it's like steel buildings. Now they're just trying to throw
Yeah.
us off. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, these guys are on us. You know.
Was anybody watching the YouTube video?
Yeah, there were. It's frozen. Fucking.
I need to make a commercial
Yeah, you do.
like that fucking garage band song I made that one time. I'll make it.
Oh.
Doot, 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 doot.
Your yeah. Your garage band song was amazing. Are you ready?
Yep. All right, Hot Zone. So a lot of these are from, well, 2 of the 3 are local stories. So last night at approximately 10:30 p.m. Central Time, an Air Force recruiting station in Tulsa, Oklahoma was bombed by what was initially reported a domestic terrorist event.
Yeah.
And then I watched the, I guess it was the press conference with the FBI lady. Did you guys watch that?
No, I just saw the picture of the dude.
Oh, it said, so it's initially, we don't know if it's. Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, turn that shit off, man. What are you doing? It says Internet Explorer stopped working. So, Yeah, they said it was possibly domestic terrorism, a prank, or a disgruntled employee. Russ in a picture of the guy before we came over here is like got a full frontal holding his.
Yeah.
Anyway, so when I saw it, like pipe bomb with the Air Force thing, it like blew the door off. It was done at night. And weren't you in that building?
Yeah, I teach in that building.
When
well,
did you
I
leave?
teach. So there's the Marine recruiter. I left at 10:15.
You were the target, Mike.
Oh,
Maybe.
What happens if you were?
By that guy? It might be that guy. I've seen that guy at the gym.
I thought I've seen him too. He looked familiar, but
Yeah, he lives at 61st and Riverside, so you know he goes to that gym. He used to go to the one at 71st and Lewis. Yeah.
So we've worked out at the gym with this domestic terrorist. But it's unknown yet. I just thought it was, back in the day, people made fucking homemade bombs or fireworks or whatever. It wasn't a big deal. Now, as soon as anyone lights off anything, like tapes a couple sparklers together, immediately it's terrorism, domestic terrorism,
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you, except that he put it in, if he
Air
would have put it
Force.
in front of Mazzio's or something like that, it would have been all right. But he put it
He's
in front
probably
of
just pissed
armed
off.
forces.
He's probably just pissed off he couldn't get in the Air Force.
He's something about a job. That's what I heard. He was disgruntled about not getting work or something. I don't know.
See, my initial reaction was like, "Oh, it's kids that just made a bomb from fireworks."
Well, that's what the article said too. Like, it could have just been a prank gone wrong where they saw the cops and threw it. Like, look, we got to ditch this thing. And it just happened to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know if, look this guy up. Look at his picture. It's going to be that full frontal picture is going to go around.
The FBI has been busy in Oklahoma lately because this couple weeks ago they had a search warrant for a guy that had a ricin attack for someone in Israel from Oklahoma. It was in Ponca City or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, orchestrated an international assassination attempt.
He
Probably
watched Breaking Bad.
Probably talked to through number stations and ham radios.
Yep.
She got caught from Craigslist.
Yeah. But did you read the ad? Like the ad didn't raise.
Wait,
like if
I'm missing it.
If I read it,
It said nothing about I want you to kill this guy with ricin. It was
so
just like,
the Craigslist ad was for a movie.
Yeah.
You were going to be an actor in a movie, working overseas, and you don't need to don't ask any questions. You're going to do act these scenes out, and some cameras will be viewed or seen, and some won't. So they're putting it off as you're going to be an actor, and that's what Kim Jong Un's those dude that his cousin that got killed.
Kim Jong Il or Kim Jong Un?
Kim Jong Un's cousin, the one that just got assassinated.
Oh,
by
that he
those girls
killed.
that got VX gas rubbed on his face. Or VX gas.
I know what you meant.
Whatever.
The
they cup of cheesed him.
VX gas is from The Rock.
the
right?
the green little balls.
Yeah, VX nerve agent.
Those
or
are
whatever.
VX. Yeah, VX. Yeah.
They said that they thought they were doing a prank on someone, which they got busted. So,
But did they really get busted? I mean, he did it. He had his cousin offed.
Could you imagine, all right, this is what I want you to do. Rub this stuff on this guy's face and it'll kill him. I really don't want to touch that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hope these gloves don't melt through before I rub it on this guy's face or accidentally, dabble it in there. Oh, shit. Son of a bitch.
You got to sneeze.
Yeah.
Ah! Done.
Someone does the whole high five thing where they hit your own hand against your head. Dude, I got VX gas
What's
on my fucking
crazy to me is that there's a chemical out there that just
deadly?
enough that's
Right.
oh shit, dead.
Oh, that's it.
It's a nerve agent, right?
Yeah. So what does it do?
I don't know.
What do you think this guy though? What was the end game with him? He's obviously got to be the bomber in Bixby. He's got to be mentally There's got to be mental issues.
Yeah, he
there
looked a little mentally
because unstable. I don't trust people with abs.
No.
No. If you have enough time to actually have sculpted abs, you have mental issues.
Time.
He, I don't know. It could be domestic terrorism. I don't know. It just seems like kind of like on that text conversation earlier, like what the hell are you gaining by bombing the Air Force thing in Bixby? Like no one.
I don't know. Maybe this is the new ISIS.
You know, it's probably. I mean, if it is something like that, it's just stupid people following a trend. Like you can obviously tell that this guy's not. Yeah, what is his long game? What's the? There's no long game.
Well, that's what I mean. That always just the people that do this shit just to get famous or whatever. You know, just to get 15 minutes of fame. It's like
You do something else.
Okay, you got your 15 minutes. Now you're going to spend 40 years in jail. Like, dude, just come up with something else. There's new hacky stuff coming out.
You think there's a way to market those sex dolls to prisons?
I mean, yeah.
Wonder if you could sell that.
That's a great idea.
How did you get so rich? Well, I started
saw
a company.
there was a need,
Yeah, we need
and I met it.
to put sex dolls in prisons.
They make their own like fake vaginas in prison.
Yeah, I think
With
that
other men.
No, but like bread bags.
that's a fake vagina. That's
They'll
a
take
butthole.
bread bags.
Bread bags.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Going outside in the
They also
snow?
use them
No,
Where do they
I'm
get
just
bread bags?
from the kitchen. Like they'll have the dudes that work in the kitchen will take them, or like what they'll use bread bags for condoms too.
Why? So they don't get
You
the other
been to
guy
prison?
pregnant?
Yeah. Maybe.
So they don't get the other guy pregnant?
No, I supply the bread bags to the prisoners. No, I just knew some people that worked at the Cushing prison, and that's what they. Dude, prison has its whole like other world, like just customs and.
And once you're in it, you're like, well,
yeah.
looks like I'm be getting fucked, or I'm be fucking.
That's what. I mean, we were probably talking the other day about if we're if we're
Looks like I'm getting fucked. Oh shit!
If I gotta go to prison, I'm suicide by copping. There's no way. I'm way too.
I'm just
little
saying,
and
I
pretty.
like. It doesn't. I don't understand it. I think you got something there. I think if we could figure out a way to I mean, this is me using the system, but if we could figure out a way to say that the study says that these prisoners will be much more
docile.
Yeah, docile,
Yeah.
and
Everybody's
they're
all
more
tired.
just fucking wore out.
Sleepy all the time.
They
don't move real quick
And-
because they're sore.
And how much is, I mean, the initial cost is not a big deal, right? Like they're willing to spend this kind of money, and you keep 10 or 15 of those things on hand,
Yeah.
and then just hose them out.
Did you know those things just get beat up? Or they start looking like, I mean, it'd be like when you.
But it would be better than
a fucking bread bag
Yeah.
or some whole guy's butthole.
yeah.
God, my fucking nose.
And I mean,
We should call.
the
like
problem
who
is
do
then
you
dudes would be
contact?
trying to like cuddle and hang out with them and
Yeah.
stuff. You'd be like,
Hey man, move along.
it's time to get
You
your
gotta
time's
just
up.
Hang it from the ceiling on like one of those hooks. Where you can, like when you get done, you just push it. It flies into the
Gross.
closet.
Don't work under them. Like,
Birds?
yeah, but they're birdie there.
Who do you? We gotta contact the
The
warden.
Department of Corrections.
How would I go about providing sex dolls for your prisoners?
I'm part of this new.
Problem is the guards would be taken advantage of, and then he'd be.
Yeah, I gotta try this out first.
That's a $10,000 sex doll. Let me get a piece of that
Mm-hmm.
first. Yeah, before it gets.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how you keep it, like you said before, keep anything clean on that. But
Steam. Maybe it's just
way
steamed.
too much. I mean, not to keep going back to the sex doll thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's way too much effort for me. If I mean,
You're
I
just
just
a
go
sick
get
pig, aren't you?
yes,
You
I
just-
am disgusting.
just-
But
That's Is that why your wife's pregnant all the time? You just
Yeah,
throw it
pretty
all
much.
over, and it's too much for me to worry about.
All right. No, I mean not the
She get
cleanup.
pregnant. She's
I'm
just in the
saying,
house.
Like you got to position it.
Sat on the
know?
couch.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying, just the using of a sex doll. In
Yeah,
general.
you'd think it'd be awkward anyway. You know, like
Yeah.
if you're trying to move one of those
Like, all right.
those crash
Yeah.
test dummies, like,
Right.
all right, come on,
It's dead weight.
oh, God, stand up, for
like, man,
fuck's sakes.
They had to make this with steel.
Yeah.
You know, they couldn't use
Things,
plastic or
face is getting drug across the ground and everything, nose ripping
like
off.
the
Turn-
rubber
mean,
flap is
you got-
put
roll
on.
over, baby. The fucking endoskeleton is showing. Like, oh shit, fucking cyborg.
I lost my boner.
Look like that Santa Claus on Aqua Teen Hunger Force when it gets burnt, like half face, half a soccer ball.
Yeah, I mean, if it's in prison though, there's gonna be, it's this week's doggy. You don't get to change the position. You just finish your next week is missionary. Next week is what do you get?
It'd be good. To,
one shot a week, I guess.
you could have your thing for giving back to the world. Like what'd you do before you died? Like
I made
sex dolls to prison.
prisoners much
Can you
more
imagine-
comfortable.
Yeah, like your great grandkids or whatever. It's like, oh,
You're
where'd you get your
millionaires.
old money. Where'd your money come from? Well,
Old money.
great grandpappy Nick. What do you know about prison sex dolls?
Prison sex dolls. Oh, that's it. That's
What's really gonna happen is when someone that's listening to the podcast get up doing it and then become really rich
Right.
and we'll never act on it.
We just
This is
gave
exactly-
Ivan his next idea.
Perfect idea. All right, this next article, Donald Trump's son. Have you seen? He released all these emails where the Russian government said that they had like some juice on Hillary and they were gonna meet with them because the Russian government had interest in Donald Trump winning the election. So Donald Trump Jr., who my hair is starting to look like his hair, sent these out. Huffington Post main page calls Donald Trump Jr. the Moscow Mule and says smoking gun. We were talking a couple weeks ago about how they're going to go through this entire deal and nothing's ever going to happen. Right. Nothing's going to change. No one's going to get in trouble. But what's funny, it's just like the Pizzagate thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Russia says they have incriminating evidence of Hillary Clinton's involvement with with the country of Russia in the email, and everyone's focused on the fact that the Trump group was contacted by Russia, so they have an interest in Trump winning.
Right.
Not the fact that Hillary Clinton has incriminating evidence that Russia can prove. They're not interested in
No.
Well, what is that? Is that relevant? Was she selling children to Russia through a fucking, a pizza place or whatever, or whatever it is, killing people in Mena, Arkansas? None of that. No one says anything about that. It's just, Donald Trump was talking to Russians, or his son was, or whoever. But it's fucking ridiculous.
It's the same.
Next one.
Next.
This is another local story. So Shannon Kepler, right, was the guy that shot his daughter's boyfriend 3 years ago now.
Oh, we talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah. Shot. I thought
He was a cop.
Yeah, he was a cop. I thought he shot at her too.
Mill
Missed
Creek.
He
her.
did shoot at her. Didn't he?
That's what she said, I think. She said, but
So this is the third trial, and it's all three of them have resulted in a hung jury. So then the DA said last time that they could, charge him with first-degree manslaughter if that would help a conviction. So either murder or manslaughter charge. And then it comes again. It's the hung jury 6-6. They never recovered the weapon that was used in it because you remember how he shot him, and then his wife, who I'm not sure if she's still a cop or not. They, hid all the evidence from everything, and it's never been recovered, right?
so that's what. Well, one, he didn't even shoot him in a self-defense situation.
They said it. They said it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't. If we,
Yeah.
we went through this
They said it was.
I thought he was in a car. He shot
out of the car
out
at
of the
him
car
in the
at him.
yard.
Mm-hmm.
How's that to me? And the guy did not have a gun at all.
No, and
So-
he says he did. He said he shot in self-defense, and the prosecution said that he was shooting in a fit of passion or whatever.
I
So-
do that all the time.
So somehow that's better, right? You know, like, oh, he was just excited and shot him, or mad and shot him and killed him, right? But I guarantee you this guy's going to get off. You know, he's going to end up getting away with it.
He has Stacy Keach face.
Does he
really?
Yeah, I think
Spencer
so.
Progressive-
Yeah.
progressive as he goes. He
Uh-huh.
looks smug, more smug and more
Like
smug.
he's getting away
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah,
Because he
I
knows
don't-
he's...
This is a case where I don't understand why.
I'm looking him up
He-
right now. Oh yeah, that's right. He
Got
does
off.
have Stacy Keach face.
Stacy Keach.
Yeah.
Mike Hammer.
Yeah.
Who's Stacy Keach?
Spencer for Hire.
No, that's Robert.
No, yeah.
That's not
Spencer.
Stacy Keach.
Yeah.
He
it's the
looks
same
like
guy. Look, you want-
Einhorn
I know.
from Pet Detective in the Dolphins lineup.
Oh wait, that's not Stacy Keach.
Einhorn's Finkel.
Yeah.
Right.
Finkel is Einhorn.
Why did I have that in my head? Well, Mike Hammer.
Mike Hammer. Yeah,
What the
Yeah.
fuck are you guys talking about?
dude, this is before your time, I guess.
We're the same age, aren't we?
No, I'm 40.
Oh,
Mike Hammer. It was Mike Hammer. Yeah, dude. Mickey Spillane
Mickey
was the
Spillane.
creator, right? Yeah.
All right, Ode to Women.
There you go. This is that's Shannon Kepler.
Oh, that's the guy from Jaws.
Yep.
That's the guy from Jaws?
No.
No.
Oh. Doll's eyes.
All right. What's up?
See them sharks.
Don't be telling me my business. What's next?
Screams and Ode to Women. That science segment's been on there for a fucking month, hasn't it? Chilrens. I sure wish.
Don't listen to us on SoundCloud.
Don't. Why not? Did they? Fuck the sons of bitches. Why'd they do that?
I don't know. They only left 2.
Let's get through this. I'm getting tired. Oh, Ode to Women. All right, this is from the Huffington Post, bringing groundbreaking news. It's called 13 Things Every Woman Should Know Before Trying Butt Sex.
Mm.
Says
So this is what you would. This is also what you. This is the guide before prison.
Yeah.
Does this
Do
also
you-
pertain to
okay.
rubber dolls?
Well, I'll ask you after this
All right.
podcast. Anyway, so it says
Hold on, I kinda wanna know right now.
we'll talk about it after this. I
Oh.
feel like it's a mean thing to say. So a lot of women don't talk about anal sex because there's still a stigma with it. There's that. There's a lot that's misunderstood. So we decided to clear it up for you. Below are 13 things every woman should know before trying butt sex. Number 1, start on your own.
That's what I always do.
The key to enjoying anal sex is being comfortable with your own body and what feels good to you. Her first trip, try it on your own. Okay, number 2.
Wait. Try what on your own?
It says start by incorporating anal play into masturbation using lube and either their fingers or a gloved finger or some sort of anal toy. Really just getting comfortable.
All right. Just
Okay.
getting
Chili
comfortable
relay.
putting
Oh.
chili
However you
rellenos.
say it.
2, be specific when choosing your first toy. Starting out with the right toy is key. Anal beads or butt plugs work well for the first time anal toy. Something that vibrates is a familiar sensation. Being safe and smart about what you're using is very important. You never want to insert anything that doesn't either have a loop to pull out or a flared base. because that's how you end up in the ER. You want to be able to get it out.
Where's the excitement in that?
Yeah. Am I gonna lose it? Am I gonna lose it? Oh fuck! I lost it. Whoop whoop whoop. Yeah.
Pac-Man.
What happened? Well, I was betting on I was gonna get this out, and the lava lamp doesn't have a way to grab it.
The base fell off.
I started with the cord first.
Planning makes perfect. Spontaneity is not for butt play, people. Don't just be drunk or on some sort of substance and try to get it in there. That's how a lot of women end up hating anal sex, because you tend to be tensed up and not working with the process.
Wait, why would you be tensed up when you're drunk?
That's what, yeah.
I just shit the bed.
Yep, he's ready.
It says, trying it with a regular partner and someone who's responsive and caring, and
Is that
again
a
willing
lava
to
lamp?
invest a little prep time, maybe a week or a month in advance.
Damn.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm over it.
Hey,
by
honey.
then.
Yeah. let's schedule in some
Yeah, right.
butt sex a month from now. All right. Number 4, communication is key. Dialogue is really good things.
I'm gonna
Okay.
fuck your butt right now.
Number 5, come prepared with the right tools. Prep time for beginners. A big part of it is having much needed prep time. You'll need the right tools. Condoms.
You know what's turning me off is this post.
And a ton of lube. A dildo or a strap-on if you're a queer woman.
18 inches.
What?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Double trouble glass G or the Ripple 18 inches double dildo.
I don't know if I'd go with those models, but
Yeah.
Hygiene is keen.
Substandard. Hygiene is key.
You never want to go from the anus to vagina. That's good. Number 7, what you eat on the big day does matter. As far
Chili.
as diet goes, eat normally and try to stay away from food that may be very stimulating intestinally. That's in quotes. So no chili or barbecue if you're gonna be having butt sex later in the evening. Good fish or good food to eat: bananas, rice, tofu, or fish.
man, like you're getting some butt sex if you're out to dinner and
Your wife orders
old lady
bananas,
orders
rice,
bananas,
tofu, and fish.
tofu, and the tilapia.
Yeah, just like this.
Ooh,
Let's just skip dinner,
Let's
honey.
skip dinner.
right.
Usually there aren't a lot of fecal elements in that area. I just can't imagine someone being like all doctory about this. You know what I mean? Usually there aren't a lot of fecal elements in that area, but if you've eaten something stimulating intestinally that causes loose bowels, that's when the fecal matter will sink into the rectum. You want to be having solid bowel movements a couple of days prior to ensure things are functioning as they should. Is that part of the prep? Like, hey, honey, you got solid turds? 2 or 3 days now?
Did you take a poop? Don't flush it. I'll be there to inspect.
I mean,
What's
it's
that
like
on
soil
the-
sampling. Like,
Yeah.
ooh, clay-like consistency.
What's
I think
that on the
we-
Bristol scale?
Yeah, we're gonna go tonight. Number 8, enemas are a no-go. Leave it alone. Number 9, start out small and slow. Damn, there's 13. Okay.
Mhm.
Number 10, some positions are better for beginners. Side by side or spooning. Number 11, you will feel like you're gonna poop, but you won't.
Sometimes you will.
Number 12, a little pain is okay. And number 13, you can have an orgasm from butt sex. It's all worth it, ladies. Van Kirk confirmed that yes, you can, in fact, have a G-spot orgasm from butt sex. The best position is from the back door. From the back doors, reverse cowgirl, or standing and facing away from your partner. Huffington Post Women thinks pleasure is important. For this reason, we're bringing our readers more information about all the good stuff: pleasure, sex positive education, and body positivity. To read more, scroll below.
All right.
Cutting edge.
I want to know what you were going to ask earlier. You're not going to hurt my feelings.
No, it's not about you guys.
Oh.
It's a comment. I'm going to say, do you think this when you think of this? But I don't want to say it on the podcast. Here's the related article. It says 8 things every woman should know before trying kink. The sex toy simulates oral sex. Here's what it's like to be a queer, polyamorous kink witch.
Man, we're getting too specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
This beautiful jewelry collection is actually a line of high-end sex toys.
Like it's very compartmentalized.
yes.
15 unbelievable photos of a 60-year-old
God dang. It's like,
dominatrix.
Nick, no.
15 unbelievable photos of a 60-year-old dominatrix with their client.
I'm out. Pass.
I'm clicking on it. It says not suitable for work. Oh.
Our listeners say that it's like taking a crap backwards.
They know what it's like.
Well, this one does.
Oh,
this is a
woman.
woman.
Not bad looking.
That 15-year-old bikini survivalist chick.
Hey, you keep sending that. I can't click that link on my phone for some reason.
It's funny as you guys sent it. Someone sent it in the group text, and then my brother sent it to me.
Oh, it was one of the videos that they said, "Hey, watch this." For some reason, that was like the next video in line. You know, hey, if you like this, also look at this. So then I started looking at it.
Then you get stuck.
But
all right. This is because I said I would read this. This is a listener joke of the week. We'll wrap it up after this, right?
Yeah, because
So we've had listeners sending us
I hate
jokes.
this joke, by the way.
Do you?
I do not. I don't
You know,
like
like
this joke.
do you want to read it?
No.
You got to
You
make it
should read it
funny,
since you
Russ.
hate
since you're since you're a stand-up comedian.
I'm not. I don't do that anymore. Like butt sex.
Speaking of
Can you make
Danger
it
Russ,
funny?
weren't you a BMX racer?
No, but I was. I did. See, I
Yeah,
thought
you
we
never
were gonna
even-
talk more on the
we-
BMX and stuff,
Yeah.
the freestyle biking.
We
but
did,
didn't
but
even-
you were peeing.
Oh.
Oh,
Dang
okay.
it. No, I wasn't, but I did. I dabbled in the BMX stuff.
Okay.
So.
You don't want to read this joke, but I gotta read it.
Read it.
because This is
I mean,
I like it.
all right. You want to do it?
I'll read it.
All right. You want to sit in my spot here? You sit here.
Okay.
You're on YouTube.
I'm on the YouTube. Oh wait, I don't want to read it.
What? This should be on YouTube.
Can you do like a pixelation and do a monster voice for me?
No,
Oh, never mind then.
they already know your voice.
Oh.
That would be like
Well,
they've listened to the
maybe
podcast.
somebody
They're
else came in.
like, all right. Let's see if you can read.
Who's
this.
reading?
I am.
You go
Unless
ahead and read
Russ
it.
don't want to sit
I
here.
don't like it.
All right.
That's not my type of joke.
That I don't even know who it come from. It's one of our listeners. I already forgot. But it says, I'm not funny when I can't do it. All right. Stores just opened in New York City that offered free husbands. When women go to choose a husband, they have to follow the instructions at the entrance. You may visit this store only once. There are 6 floors to choose from. You may choose any item from a particular floor or may choose to go up to the next floor, but you cannot go back down except to exit the building. So a woman goes to the store to find a husband. On the first floor, the sign on the door reads, Floor 1, these men have jobs. The second floor sign reads, Floor 2, these men have jobs and love kids. Obviously, she's not stopping, right? Third floor sign reads, Floor 3, these men have good jobs, love kids, and are extremely good looking. Wow, she thinks, but feels compelled to keep going. She goes to the 4th floor, and the sign reads, Floor 4, these men have great jobs, love kids, are drop-dead good looking, and help with housework. Oh, mercy me, she exclaims. I can hardly stand it. That doesn't even sound like... Still, she goes to the 5th floor, and sign reads, Floor 5, these men are millionaires, love kids, are drop-dead gorgeous, with help with housework, and have strong romantic streak. She is so tempted to stay, but she goes to the 6th floor, and the sign reads, Floor 6, you are visitors 71,456,012 to this floor. There are no men on this floor. The floor exists solely as proof that you are impossible to please. Thank you for shopping at the husband store. All right, and it says to avoid gender bias charges, the store's owner opened a wife store just across the street. First floor has wives that love sex. Second floor has hot wives that love sex. Third floor has hot wives that love sex and have money. The 4th through 6th floors have never been visited.
You don't like that joke?
No, it's just not.
That it failed.
It just, I don't like those long form jokes.
You got a joke?
Like
Best
my
jokes,
favorite
though.
jokes are like I go dark.
Like
whatever.
this, like snakes have no arms.
Yeah. No, one of my favorite
They
jokes
can't
is,
wear vests.
a horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, why the long face?" And the horse says, "I have cancer."
Oh, that's horrible.
That's
Why does
funny.
that horse have cancer?
Yeah. Or another one of my favorite
All right.
is why doesn't Hitler drink tequila?
Why?
Because it makes him mean.
That's
That's
good.
one of the classics. I didn't write that. I can't take it. But
My
credit
favorite
for that,
joke
but-
is still the priest fishing with those other dudes.
Of the nuns.
Yeah, or the
Uh.
and I think it's like a
But they go back
Father
and eat, right?
yeah with the nun. Yeah, and
Tell
the
it.
Pope. Have you heard that one?
no.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
All right, so a priest and I don't know what you call him, pastor,
Bishop. Oh no, a rabbi.
bishop. Let's say bishop. There's
All
a
right.
guy at work named
Uh-huh.
Bishop. I was like,
That's
you'd
a
be
tough
fucking
name.
badass to walk
Uh-huh.
around named Bishop. Anyway, so priest and this bishop are fishing. And Bishop reels in this fish and he's like, "Look at this son of a." No wait, yeah, look at this son of a bitch.
Uh huh.
And oh, I fucked it up. Hold on, start over.
All right, start over.
See that?
Start
I
over.
like these jokes.
Yeah, so, all right. A dude and a priest are fishing at a lake.
Mm-hmm.
Dude reels in this fish and says, "Look at this son of a bitch." And the priest says, "Whoa, easy with the language. You shouldn't cuss, you know." And he's like, No, it's fine. That's what this fish is called. It's a son of a bitch." And he's like, "Oh, okay." So the priest and this dude go back to the church. There's a nun there, and they yank out this bag of fish, and the priest goes, "Look at this son of a bitch," and the guy goes, "I caught the son of a bitch," and she's like, "Oh, you guys, no cussing. You shouldn't say that. It's bad." And he's like, No, that's what this fish is called. It's the son of a bitch." So they invite the Pope over. The Pope's at dinner, and they're all talking, and he's like, "This is really good." And the nun says, "I cooked the son of a bitch," and the priest says, "I cleaned the son of a bitch," and the guy goes, "I caught the son of a bitch," and the Pope looks around and goes, "You fuckers are all right."
I like that.
That's my favorite joke. I fucked it up too, but because I always picture
Right.
Pope John Paul,
Yeah.
the old one, not the one that looks like the devil.
No,
but
yeah,
the
the new ones looks
I'm
like,
gonna see him like
or the middle one looks like the devil.
you.
The new
fuckers are
one
right.
kind of looks just like a
Normal
like a
person.
math teacher.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny about that joke is that's how I am around people that I'm not sure like where they land.
Yeah.
Like we got a text today from one of our text friends or whatever, and then as soon as I saw it, it was the peanut allergy one.
Oh yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, okay. Had I saw that earlier, like when we went shooting or whatever, I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I would have knew where I stood.
I didn't even see this text.
It was
Probably didn't come to their phone yet. The
Right.
government's like
it's a
intercepting them.
screenshot from Mask, Rocky Dennis.
Uh huh.
You know, this is
Yeah.
Elephant Man face. And anyway, it said
When
So
you're,
I can
when
already
you're eating
tell.
that- when you're eating that ass,
you
and
finally eat that
didn't
ass.
you send that fucking picture?
No.
Oh,
It
okay.
said, yeah, it's like when you finally eat that ass, and then
Realize
you
you
get
have
up the nerve to eat that ass, and then you find out you have a peanut allergy.
It's Rocky Dennis's
Yeah.
face.
It's all swallowed.
Oh shit.
People with disorders.
someone's like, my cousin has a peanut allergy. That's not
Right.
funny. Like, no, it's not funny that your cousin has a peanut allergy, but it is funny when you talk about someone eating someone's ass and find out they have a peanut allergy.
They gotta take an EpiPen shot.
Yeah. What happened to you? I was
Well.
going to town and decided to go a little bit further down than normal.
I was reading this Huffington Post article, 13 ways to eat ass.
Oh.
Dude, that's another thing that's been in the news a lot lately, or not in the news, but I've read a lot of shit.
Like it's a new thing.
Yeah, like
I've noticed
eating
that too.
ass. It's like
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
We're in that new universe where our
Well,
bodies have been refitted
there's
and
a
all
lot
we
of
do
Kalins.
is eat
The
butthole.
Berenstain Bears do
Mhm.
eat ass. So.
A lot of Kalins walking around.
No shit, man. I saw 4 today.
I passed the car. I didn't even text you guys,
It's
and
full
I was
of
like,
Kalins.
I go, that looks like a white trash Kalen because it was in a little Toyota Corolla, and there were 2 other people, and they're all smoking. Windows were down, but the driver just looked just like Kalen with a white T-shirt on, and I didn't think anything of it. Then you said, "Man, I'm seeing all these Kalins today." It's like I just fucking passed one on the highway.
It's crazy, man. I saw an executive one, and then and then an IT Kalen, and then at the gym there's that one, the bigger fat Kalen, and then there's the real tall Kalen at the gym. Those you remember those 2 Kalens there?
There are there's just so many face types though, right? I mean, we don't have.
I wanted that too. Like, there's got to be like 2 or 3 of you running around somewhere, right?
Yeah, I've seen people all the time. Hey, I saw your doppelganger.
Someone
Old
said
Navy.
there's a guy in Broken Arrow that looks just like me that I've never. I mean, like, I've heard he looks. I've had 2 people say it. I've never seen a person that looks just like me.
Really?
If I do, I would assume that we have a tunnel in China that would make my current karate dojo look like fucking dog pound. No movie I'm talking about. Double Impact.
Oh. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That's not that guy.
I can see that.
I can see what you're talking about, but that dude's ears stick out too much. Andy Bean.
Also, he's kind of too ethnic.
Yeah, is he foreign?
Yeah, he's definitely a foreigner.
Look at this.
He's even got the Donald Trump Jr. haircut.
He's just skinnier than you.
Nick Trump.
Yeah, that looks like my cousin.
Logan.
Yeah.
That looked like you.
This one right here. We just need to get you some stupid clothes.
Popping my collar.
Andy Bean.
There he is.
What's he in? Is he popular?
He's in a show
He's
called
got a-
Power. And he's in...
Maybe his stunt double then.
You could do it.
All right, I apologize for the podcast. If it's bad, I'm sleepy.
Because
Danger Russ
is here.
You're
I
gonna
gave him
get
his
more
own music.
viewership than
So-
you've ever had.
So when you listen to the podcast, does it make you feel like you're in a conversation? I've always
The
thought
last one pissed me off. That one
The adverse
adverse
possession.
possession guy. Just
But did you skip through him and then listen to the rest of the show?
So his story was like that joke. I was just like, get to the point. The cave thing. So I literally fast forward through.
Well, I mean, and that's what I would expect all listeners to do.
Well, I'm
like
sure a
with
lot of
any
people-
kind of thing. Like
My
if they're
wife-
bored with what we're talking about, fast forward.
My wife fast forwards through all the radio stuff, or anytime we start talking about space shit, I think. So
No, I stick around for that, but I don't know. That dude he just rubbed me the wrong way.
he's probably fast forwarding through your pot.
He
your
probably is. You want to go?
I was like, fuck this guy. I'm gonna fast forward through his segment.
Anyway.
All right.
All right, thanks for listening. If you're a listener, stick around. If you're a new listener, stick around. I mean, if you're an old listener, we appreciate you staying loyal. Make sure and tell all your friends, like and share the Facebook page. Email us at expertheadx@yahoo.com. And have a good night.
We got a lot of listeners that are collabing. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Collab.
Collabs. They're collaborating. They're sending stuff to us, which is good.
No, it was good. I mean, not
Dedic-
to diss that dude, but I learned something from him.
You learned something that you don't like.
Yeah, the
That's
adverse
good.
possession thing. I never heard.
And you looked it up.
I did.
Fantastic.
I educated myself. So thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Was his
Yeah,
name?
Chris,
Okay.
do good.
Chris, do good.
Chris, do good.
All right, man.
All right.
You got anything?
Running guns coming up, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
All right. Adios, muchachos.
I'm going to